Airsofters, this is Josh from MechBox Clothing here at the MechBox Clothing home office. And today we're going to review a couple of guns that we've been stress testing for the last month. Now, I say stress testing because that's what we do at MechBox. When we give you guys a gun review, it's because we beat the living crap out of it for a month. We're not just going to take a brand new product off of a sponsor shelf and then say how wonderful the gun is, because we play Airsoft 4 times a month, at least. Our guys try and religiously get out there every single weekend, sometimes even Saturdays and Sundays, and we beat the crap out of guns. And that's how we begin to formulate an opinion about what is a good Airsoft gun, so that when we give you guys the reviews, you know that there's some legitimacy behind it. There's a lot of reviews right now on the internet, some amateur, some through companies. Of course, the company ones are a lot better, but it's kind of all the same thing. And that's why we're trying to bring you guys something a little bit different, where we actually talk about it from the player's point of view. Not just like opening up the mech box and saying, oh, it's got 8mm bushings, buy this gun. We actually want to see how it performs when we're shooting other people. Because, well, if you're playing Airsoft, you probably like to shoot people, and you want to make sure that your gun shoots well. So, let's talk about what we got. Okay, so first and foremost, go ahead and bring the camera. Let's get a little tight on this. Evike has donated us the G&G Sportline guns. Now, I say Sportline very loosely because these guns are head and shoulders over most Sportline guns that are coming out in the market nowadays to combat the lower-priced AEGs on the market. These are called combat machines. Now, once again, before I get too far ahead, Evike, thank you so much for letting us review it. RT, Evike himself, much appreciated, guys. It's been a blast to play with these guns. So, the first thing that we've got here, this is the G&G Combat Machine 416 JBU Stubby Free Float Barrel AEG. Look on the website, it literally is called that thing. Guys, do me a favor, email Evike, put on their website, let's rename this thing the M16 Anime. Because to me, this looks like an anime gun. It doesn't perform like an anime gun, or maybe it does, but that's what it looks like to me. So once again, Anime M16. This thing's great, really. And as you guys can see, it's pretty beat up, because when I play, I really abuse the hell out of guns. I crawl with them, I die with them. This thing's been dropped a few times right on its nose. I'm not saying that I do that, I just want to find out if it's going to shatter in a million pieces, and I can tell you guys about it. One of the interesting things is this has a plastic ABS body, which is why this gun only costs $190. They had to make some cutbacks to make it so affordable. And after just beating this thing to death, I cannot crack it. I won't say I tried, maybe I did, but it's very durable. Also, I ran an 11.1 King Arms light poly off the gun the entire time. And I really abused it. With these light polys, you're supposed to be firing in little short bursts. I did not do that. I would just hose an entire clip out of it just to see what would happen. And nothing has gone wrong yet. Matter of fact, we had one of our techs open it up. Everything in the gearbox is perfectly fine. Literally, it's fine. After a month of abuse, this gun is still golden. Now, of course, you're going to say, well, Josh, what happens a year from now? Is the gun going to still be working? Running off of a lipo? No. No, but I don't know many guns out there besides the real top-tier stuff that would be able to take that kind of abuse, because you guys know if you're running a race car engine, you're going to need to have to maintain it. It's not like running an 87 Honda Civic. It's a lot different. But for the amount of time that I have played with this gun, it's fine. Alright, so let's go down the gun real quick. It comes with this very cool metal meat tenderizing flash hider. Of course, it's got the JBU Free Float on it. And I love this grip. You can hold it any which way you want. Of course, you got your upper and lower receiver, mount any kind of optic system. This is the rear sight aperture that it comes with. You can remove it. It's full metal, as you guys can see. It comes right off. Boom. Put on something like EOTech or something cool like that. The 416 stock is my personal favorite stock. It's got more than enough room in there. You guys know what a 416 stock is. I'm not going to go into it. But you got a lot of room in there for a lot of different types of batteries. Even if you want to run like a 9.6 nunchuck or something like that, fits right in, no problem. Besides that, it comes with a 300-round high-cap magazine. The logo on the side of the gun, very cool. You guys can check that out. I'm not sure if that's laser engraved or printed or whatever the method is, but it looks nice and clean. Didn't scratch at all. Like I said, I really did bang this gun around. And the other really cool part, it does have blowback. Now, does it have really hard blowback compared to, let's say, Classic Army? No, not really. But it's enough to give you a kick, and it's nice and noisy. I like my guns loud. This thing is loud as hell. It's very cool. Besides that, really for the price, incredible gun. Motor, nice and strong too. Didn't even overheat because we kept checking on it when we were running the LiPo. So all in all, good stuff. I liked it. What you're going to see next is me reiterate everything I just talked about. And we're going to, we did a test firing over at a abandoned oil factory, which is an undisclosed location. So check it out. You guys will be able to see what it sounds like with 11.1 LiPo firing through it. But once again, great gun for the money. Oh, one last thing. Here's something really cool about this gun. This is my favorite part of the gun. When you push this button, which I believe is called the forward assist on a real gun, it releases the spring tension. So you know how you guys had to fire like on semi-auto in order to release the spring? Now you don't have to worry about it. As soon as you're done playing, or if you want to release the tension, pop that button. You can literally hear the gearbox go, whoop, and that's the spring taking out the tension. Very cool stuff. Go ahead and check this gun out. You guys will not be disappointed. Okay, so here's me firing the gun. If you guys can see that, that's coming out about 400 feet per second. The hop-up is a little off. I don't know if you guys can see how that's firing, but let me put this on full auto so you get an idea. Very, very little misfeeding, which is incredible considering it's a $200 gun. I'm going to fire a little bit more because everyone loves that sound. God knows I do. Pretty impressive, huh? The accuracy on this thing is surprising. It doesn't come with a Type bore barrel, but for something this small, this short of a barrel, which I think is 300 millimeters, it's incredible. It really can reach out and touch somebody. It's comparable to a normal M4 length barrel. That's pretty good. So once again, I'd like to thank Evike himself, RT, big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for letting me review this gun. The next thing you guys are going to see in this video is me actually playing with it, because God knows there's enough videos on YouTube about just reviewing a gun. I'm going to show you what it's like to actually play with this gun in action. As far as I'm concerned, this thing gets a 10 out of 10, especially because of the price point. You guys cannot go wrong. I've thrashed this thing with my 11.1 volt LiPo, and I still haven't broken anything. If there was one thing I would want to replace inside the gearbox, it would be the brass bushings that it comes with. Put some oilless ones in there. That's all I can really recommend. Everything else in there, this is really top-of-the-line internals for a very low price. Thanks again, guys. Make sure you check out mechbucksclothing.com. We got our new clothing line coming out this summer.